just have a disagreement on that. You know what I think the commissioner's talking about is back prior to the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, many of us thought that an exchange would help small businesses pool together, and then it changed completely. So that's an unfair position for him to take. And of course, I don't think we're losing any jobs. 24 other governors are doing the same thing I'm doing and saying the state should not create an exchange, to build that bridge to spend the money for the federal government. Certainly, the insurance carriers are going to have the opportunity that here in Mississippi that they will anywhere else. Senator Cheney and I just have a fundamental difference on that.
But his argument that if the state doesn't run it, eventually the feds are going to run it, so eventually Obamacare will be implemented.
Well, I just think it's interesting that the federal government gave us $20 million to help build that state exchange, and that the commissioner doesn't think the federal government's going to run it. Of course they're going to run it. What they would like to do is to say we're going to automatically use this to expand Medicaid without the approval of the governor, because the state was implicit in establishing that. And I believe that's what they're trying to do. If the federal government does that, I'll use the Supreme Court decision to say that you can't.
Do you think the state can afford an expansion of Medicaid?
Of course not. You're looking at $1.6 billion between now and 2019. We're $90 million short on the current budget. Obamacare, because of the woodwork effect, is going to cost us roughly $30 million next year that we don't have. We can't afford the 640,000 Medicaid recipients we currently have. To expand it to 300,000 would necessarily take a huge tax increase or draconian cuts in existing budgets.
Have you heard from hospitals? I've heard the Hospital Association wants to see an expansion because they're going to lose money under this new formula.
You know, I've talked to some of them, and what they're concerned about is what's called the DISH payment, the disproportionate share. If that's restored, which I think it will be, I believe the hospitals will be fine with it. It doesn't take effect until January of 2014. We have a lot of unanswered questions, and we're not going to make decisions to expand anything until we get those done, and particularly we know it's going to cause large tax increases in Mississippi.
Isn't it true that the University of Mississippi Medical Center's finances would collapse without the DISH payments?
That they will, what now?
Isn't it true that UMMC's finances would probably collapse without DISH payments?
Oh, I don't think so. And I don't think the federal government is going to do away with the DISH payments. If you think that type of damage would occur here in Mississippi, think about Illinois and Chicago and New York. Secretary Sebelius and this administration is not going to stand by and see hospitals closed. That's another argument that I just don't believe has any merit. The important part is to take a leadership role. What we're doing here, we're creating more doctors. Now that's the other thing, is you add 300,000 Mississippians to the Medicaid road, where in the world would you get the physicians? We're the most medically underserved state in the nation just now.